Be sure to come back next time and subscribe to find out why we've been doing all these pantry challenges, where we were, did we eat too much, and what we've had to do when we got back to set things straight. Let's talk about 5 reasons to stock up for winter cold and flu season. Waiting to buy until it's needed often means paying full price for winter essentials. Every year at the end of summer, we buy these things to keep in our pantry so that if illness does strike, we're prepared. If illness does strike, no matter where you are, home or at work, somewhere else, you don't have to make a trip to the store feeling unwell or bring an unwell child with you if you lack childcare at that time. We need to remember that you make better purchasing decisions when you are well, opposed to being under the weather. You're not thinking right, you're going to grab whatever's there, it might not be on sale. This gives you some options. You can buy it little by little, week by week when it's on sale. Seek out your favorite things if you have preferences. You can rest better knowing you have what you need, and it'll go a lot more smoothly. Also, your family will know the plan and be fed. I also grab a few frozen convenience foods that you can slide right into the oven if a mom's not feeling well or a caregiver parent is not feeling well, so that the other family members can eat relatively normally. And I'll throw up some video or some pictures of those things. Pappy likes these Encore Salisbury steaks. I don't have any cold medicines here. I am stocked up, so I did not buy any this year. The dates are suggestions. A lot of times, if it's unopened in a cool, dark place, that medicine is probably just fine. It may not be as potent as it is supposed to be before it expires, but it wouldn't hurt you, so to speak. It just might not work as well. And I have often found that some tea and honey and rest and fluids work a whole lot better than, and chicken soup too, than the cold medicines on the market right now. I just feel a lot better. Of course, if you have to do something, be somewhere, and you can't have your nose running, then that might be what you have to do. You see here, I have some soups. I also just did a video about making a meal and putting one away to keep in the freezer. And every year at this time of year, I make homemade chicken soup. That way, if something happens, it's already homemade and in the freezer just waiting for you to prepare it. Heat it up. So simple. But in a pinch, you can always have some canned soups on hand. And for belly problems, we have saltines, some ginger ale, favorite hot tea, honey. Also, some disinfecting wipes to make quick work of cleaning up any germs. Tissues, lots of tissues. I always get some cubes. If you get a bad cold, you can band them together and use one empty one to put your used tissues in to keep them corralled so the germs don't spread. And also something icky, we were talking about belly problems. This saved me quite a bit, having young children. If somebody has a stomach bug, I usually do the triple bag method. Saves from having to clean out buckets or anything like that. Somebody gets sick in the first bag, you can make sure it's a bag without holes. I'm just using grocery bags to illustrate. But little 4-gallon trash can bags work. You can just tie it up and remove it, and then there's 2 more liners there in case somebody gets sick again or another family member needs it. It's a brand new clean receptacle for them. I know that's icky, but it could save you some grief, some time, especially if you're not feeling well either. And here are some soups on sale at the store, all different kinds. I noticed this time of the year, lots of sales on soups and medicines. And here are some medicines too. I hope you and your families are well all season, but just in case, stock up and make some chicken soup.